Okay, feet apart, tummy in, roll the shoulders. Let's lengthen up through the spine, soften down through the knees, pull the belly button in, and then hands on shoulders, pushing up, back, and round. Breathing in to lift, and out to roll. Breathing in, and out. One more, breathing in, and breathing out. Arms down by the side of the body, moving through side bend slowly, trying to keep the hips still as we go. Reaching away with the bottom arm. Good. So, a couple more here. Come into pelvis, soften the knees, tuck the tail under, pull the belly button in, keep the knees soft. So just keep that moving, upper body stay still as you're moving there. And then just settle in neutral pelvis. Pull up through the thighs, bring your feet a little bit narrower, fingers to temples, lift the rib cage, come across, stay lengthened. Inhale up, exhale across. Inhale up. So we want to stay lengthened. We want to keep the knees soft. Keep that pelvis in neutral, so stay tucked, don't let it go into the lumbar spine. Let's have two more. And last one. Brill. Come down with the arms. Can we go tightrope feet, right foot in front of left. Let's circle the right arm, turn the head, come down. Now circle the left arm, inhale. Exhale, come on down. And right arm. Squeeze the glutes, pull the tummy in. One more on the other side, left arm. Good. Change feet. Four more, right arm. Squeeze the glutes. Eyes following hand, breathing into the top and out to the bottom. Two more. So we want to finish with one on the left. Good. Give everything a shake. Standing on one leg. Other leg in front, lift, flex and point. So stabilize the hips, pull up through this thigh, tighten that left buttock and rotate. Oops. Other way. And change. Forward and lift, flex and point. And rotate. Go the other way. Breath. Shake them out. Feet narrow. Small step forward on the right leg, hands behind the back. Hip hinge. Soften the knees. Gonna hip hinge down. Long spine. My head is higher than my shoulders at all times. Squeezing the glutes to come up. Feeling it down the hamstring of the leg that's in front. Breathing in on the way down. Breathing out on the way up. And just one more here. Good. Come on up. Rise up onto the toes, neutral spine, float the arms. palms. Balance. Come on down. Transfer the weight to the back foot. Up, breathe in. Breathe out, come on down. Just one more. Breathe in. And breathe out, come down. And then back a bit more on this foot. Press the heel into dart. Lift the heel. Come down. Squeeze the shoulders. Inhaling up. Exhaling down and squeezing. Open the chest. One more. Press down, hold down, and then press the hands towards each other. So you're trying to clap. 1, 2, 3. We're going 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come on up. Give everything a shake. Change legs. So small step forward on the left. Soften the knees. Hip hinge. Head remaining higher than shoulders. Feeling that left hamstring stretch. Pulling the tummy in, not changing the shape of the spine in any way. Just one more. So knees are soft, but the only movement is coming from the hip. Coming up onto the toes, up and balance. Push the big toe into the floor. Lower the back heel, sway the weight into the back leg. Transfer the weight forward, breathe in. Transfer the weight back, breathe out. And forward, breathe in. And back, breathe out. Big step back on the right leg, into calf stretch. Up onto the toes. Down into dart and press the palms towards each other. Breathing in. And breathing out and squeezing. One more, breathe in. Breathe out, press, squeeze, and just press the palms towards each other. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Give everything a shake there. So facing me, feet shoulder width. Hands on shoulders, soften the knees. Rotation. Inhale. Exhale, turn the shoulders. Keep your head in the middle. And come center. So my neck itself isn't moving. Everything's staying vertical, above the shoulders. The hips want to go a little bit, let them go. Keep the knees soft. Come center, push forward, bow and arrow, hand to hip. Look behind you and reach. So now the neck is moving, slight nod of the chin, so you've got that lengthening up the back of the neck. Breathing out to pull. Just keep that moving, guys. Finish with one to the left. And then just relax, give everything a shake. Coming into squat next. Feet wide, toes forward, tummy in. Small hip hinge, sit back, squat, and hold here. Can we pulse for 4, 3, 2, 1. Push through thighs. Come up onto toes, breathe in and balance. Come on down, breathe out. Sit back, squat. Can you maybe lift one heel? 4, 3, 2, 1. Heel goes down. We lengthen, inhale. Exhale, come down. Sit back, squat, lifting my left heel now and pulsing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pushing through the thighs. Extending up, breathing in. Got 2 to go. Coming down. Lifting the right heel, sitting back, pulsing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Push through thighs. Extend, breathe in. Lower, breathe out. Last one. Lift the heel. Sit and press. 4, 3, 2, 1. Heel goes down as we stretch. We inhale. And exhale. Brill, relax. Just rotate there for me. Super. So let's pick up one weight, please. In the right hand, can we put left leg in front of right leg? Tight rope, fingers to temples, squeeze the glutes. Now, slow side bend. This will be wobbly. And come on back up. If your hips want to move, let them move, not a problem. Then squeeze the glutes. And come up. So keeping that moving. Can you side bend, curl, and press? Come down, side bend, curl, oops, and press. Full of good ideas, me, aren't I? We've got 2 more. Side bend, and curl, press, and 1 more. Brill. Come down. Change legs. So I'm going to put my right in front of my left. Weight is in my left hand. Tummy in, squeeze glutes. Fingers to temples. Just side bend first. See how it feels through the waist and the shoulder. And see how it feels through the balance. So squeeze the glutes, option to push the hip away or just bend from the waist if that's bothering your lower back at all. So 1 more waist bend and then we'll add the shoulder press. So elbow high, then curl, then press, breathe out. Come on down, waist bend, breathing in. And breathing out. And I've got no idea how many we did on the other side, so let's do 1 more. Just in case one. Relax, good. So take that weight in 2 hands, just give your legs a shake there for me. Stand with your feet hip distance apart. Dumbbell in 2 hands, toe slide, knee lift, arm float. Step down, repeat. Good. So if you are able to add the turn, add the turn. Now it's a bit more challenging with the weight, so if your dumbbell is heavy, you've got a shoulder issue, change it and do it with your band or just do it with your arms. So you don't have to have the weight there if you don't want it. Just gonna keep this moving. Do 2 more. down, release the shoulders. Can we grab 2 dumbbells now, please? So let's go for our chest opener. Start on the thighs, just opening and closing the shoulder joint there. Breathing in to open, breathing out to close. Breathing in to open and breathing out to close. 2 more, breathing in to open. Breathing out to close. 1 more and then we'll start to add a little bit more of a roll down. So not the chin, leading with the top of your head, just roll maybe to just below the knees. Let those weights create a bit of traction. Pull your belly button in. So you might want to bend your knees more than you do when you're doing it without weights. Uncurl the spine. And then open and close the chest again at your own pace. And so next time we'll roll a little bit further and stretch a different section of the spine. So I'm coming to shin height. I can feel the stretch across the middle of my lower back. I can feel traction on my shoulders, and I'm uncurling slowly and repeating. So you may well be ready to roll all the way down to the floor, and if you want to go there, that's fine. So you might want to come to shins or ankles or the floor. Look through your legs, maybe hang about there for a breath or 2, and then roll up again slowly. And we'll just do 1 more set. Opening and closing, and then rolling to where you feel comfortable, where you're feeling a stretch. Make sure you lift your bum once you're down there. Rolling up nice and slow. Good, let's lose 1 weight again. So the weight is in my right hand. My left foot is forward, my right toe is behind me. I'm going to float my right arm up, lift my right leg, squeeze my buttock, and tap down. Lift, squeeze, tap down. So knuckles are on the outside, thumbs are on top. Think about the shoulder alignment. Squeeze and lift. Down and tap. 2 more. Squeeze and lift. Down and tap. Last 1. And relax, change sides. Standing on the right leg, left toe behind me. Slight hip hinge, and we squeeze and lift. Good. So keep that moving. When you place your toe down, you don't really want any weight in it, or still want all the weight to be in this standing leg. Breathing out on the lift, zipping up the abs, squeezing that left buttock. Got 2 to go. And 1 more. Brilliant. Relax, get rid of that weight. So we're going to roll all the way down the spine now. And we're going to add the downward dog if we can. If you need your mat, pop your mat down. Arms up, breathing in. Little bit of extension. Arms down, breathing out. Chin on the chest, rolling down. You might be ready to go low after all those roll downs before. Give your arms a sway. Good. And then I'm just going to roll up once more. And then next time, I'm going to add the downward dog. So this is just going to be led by you. Don't worry if you're up or down. We're going to do a roll down. We're going to hang about for a couple of breaths in the roll down. Then we're going to walk forward into downward dog. And we're going to hold that position there with straight arms and legs. Option to pedal the feet and take a couple of breaths there. And then we can hold in a plank. And then we can add a couple of press-ups. Now that can be on your toes or your knees. So slow, smooth, continuous movement, thinking about where you are feeling it. Guys, if it feels okay, next time you come to plank, you can give me a knee pull to the opposite elbow or a hand tap to the opposite shoulder. So taking one hand or 1 foot off the floor. So add that in there if you're ready for a bit of strength work. If you're not, that's fine. We'll come to strength again later. So we are going to do at least one more round of everything. Roll down, downward dog, plank with one limb off the floor, or hold your plank and add a couple of press-ups. Just whatever feels right for you as you move through that sequence. So your focus might be more strength, it might be more flexibility. So taking our time with that last one, and then once we've finished, coming to the floor with all our bits and bobs. Set yourself up there with anything you might need. Oh, I've left my chi ball somewhere, but if you've got your chi ball, get your chi ball. So coming onto all fours, rolling through the spine, flexion and extension, or sitting back in shell stretch. So just get a little bit of release through the back. Just going to get a cushion because I forgot my ball. So hands underneath the shoulders, uncurling the spine. Good. Coming forwards onto all fours, and let's kneel on the hog if we can. So kneeling on the smooth side of the hog if we can. Hands under shoulders. Tuck the toes under. Can you give me single Superman to start? So right arm, left leg. Then left arm, right leg. Just single Superman. Keep moving. If that feels okay, lengthen. Move across horizontally to the corner. come back to center and down. And change, lengthen. Move across horizontally, arm and leg, come back, come down. So let's keep that moving if we can. So it's extending straight first, then moving diagonally with the arm and the leg. Good. So let's keep that whole thing moving. Spine stays still. Pelvis stays reasonably still. There might be a little bit of pelvic movement, and that's not the end of the world as long as it's not all going into your back. So 2, 3 more, finish with 1 on your left arm, please. Guys, once you finish, come off the back of the hug. And then shell stretch or cat stretch. Release the back, the wrists, the shoulders. Hands underneath the shoulders, uncurl the spine, and then let's have rotation next. So if your back still needs the mobility, then do it without a weight or a band. But if you're happy to add a weight or a band, that's okay. I'm going to go left leg out, toe under, tummy in, arm coming out, breathing in, breathing out, threading the needle. Want you to keep this moving slowly. Guys, if you can, squeeze your left buttock and see if you can do it with your left foot off the floor. So it doesn't matter whether that left leg is high or not, but we want to try to keep it off the floor. If that irritates your back too much, then by all means put your toe down. But it'll challenge your balance more and it'll get you to put more weight into the upper body. So let's have a couple more of those if you can. You can drop that toe anytime you need to. And then just come into the center and stretch out that lower back. Just a couple of tilts there. And then let's change sides. So start with the toe on the floor with the right leg and just have a couple of extensions and rotations there. And then as and when you feel okay, maybe add a dumbbell or a band. And if you can squeeze the buttock and lift that leg, please do. So you probably won't get as big a rotation with the leg lifted. So it's going to be your choice, either a big rotation or more balance and stability with the foot off the floor. If you can do both, well done. I tend to face plant when I try to do both. We've got 2 more on this side. Once you have finished, a couple of pelvic tilts there. And then sit back on the heels with the arms extended. Head to the mat, bottom towards the feet. Walk your hands to the right corner and pull back around the left shoulder, please. Coming through the center and over to the left corner, pulling back. Breathing through that stretch. Coming center. Uncurling the spine. Brill. Come on down onto your bottom. Now, we're going to do half roll back, but I want you to use your chi ball because we're going to use it for something different today. So, just try, I'm going to use my cushion. Let's pretend this is a ball. So just do a couple of rolls. See how that feels. And it needs to be able to support your back, because I want you to be able to roll and lift opposite leg to arm. So hand going to opposite knee. Good. If it feels okay, you can add a weight. As your hardest option, land on the ball, stay there. Tabletop legs. Turn. So get that ball where it supports your body weight, please. None of it should be irritating your back. If it's bothering your back, come up and reset. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Real feet wide. And then come forward and relax there. Just take some breaths. Uncurl the spine. And then come on down onto your back. Get some head support if you need it. Put your weights either side. So let's hug the knees in and draw a circle with the hips and the pelvis. Good. We are going to come into our corkscrew. So pop something between your knees or your feet. Hug, cushion, ball, whatever you've got there. Hands on the rib cage. Dropping halfway to the right. And then halfway to the left. Good. So, options. Fingertips to the ceiling. Pin the shoulders down. Little sway of the arms in the opposite direction. If your back feels okay to drop your legs further, I'd recommend you do it with your arms on the floor. Otherwise, you're going to be too unstable around the spine. So either a big rotation with your arms on the floor or a much smaller controlled rotation, wringing out through the waist there. But none of this should be felt more in the back than the front. So finish with one to the left. And then get rid of whatever you're using there. Full body stretch. Arms overhead. Allow your back to arch. Allow your abdominals to release. Take some breaths. Arms coming over. Drawing the legs in. Good. Put your feet together, arms out to the side. Drop your knees to the right. Take a breath in. Breathe out, come up. Drop your knees to the left. Breathe in. Breathe out, come up. Drop your knees to the right and stay on the right side. Slide your left leg over your right leg. Keep it bent. Maybe you can get your toe to the floor, maybe not. But nice deep stretch there. Shoulders stay on the floor. Everything else is lifted. Just breathe into that stretch. Your foot might not go to the floor straight away. Might take a few breaths for it to relax down. From there, bring your feet and ankles together. Pull down on your tummy, come back up. Drop your knees to the left slowly. Keep your shoulders down. Slide your right leg over your left leg. Maybe toe to the floor if the shoulders allow. And just hold it there. Breathe into that stretch. Coming back up to center, please. Feet together. Brill. Can we take the chi ball under the pelvis? So I'm going to have to go with my cushion. Nothing under the head. Let's lift up and stabilize. Pulling the tummy in. Pressing the shoulders down. When you're ready, single leg stretch. Option to take the fingertips to the ceiling, and option to scissor slowly. So your focus here is on drawing down on the abdominals. So you should be feeling abdominal strength, but at the same time, should be feeling pelvic stability. So knees only ever come over hips, they don't come over tummy. Ball is as still as possible. Arm scissoring will add to the challenge of the balance there. Nearly said scissoring. Couple more. So coming into your last one, and then just relaxing and stretching across that ball when you're done. So you can go full body stretch or starfish stretch, and just take some breaths there. Bringing the arms over, bending the knees, sliding that ball away, taking your feet the full width of the mat. Let's go open knee, hip roll, right and left. So internal and external rotation of the hips. Your focus is on pushing that top leg down the middle. So finishing to the left. And then we're going to come into our V-sit. So if you want to do this with your band around your feet, put your feet in your band. If you're happy that you know what you're doing without your band, we hug the knees in, we roll up, we find our balance point, we hold in a V, and then we come down and we just do a couple more slowly. And then if everything feels okay, you can start to tuck your head in, roll and lift, come up and balance. Good. Brilliant. So let's stay with it. We want that nice curved spine on the roll so that we get the stretch in the lower back, obviously provided the back will accommodate that. And then we want that strength work where we balance. So we don't want to roll without any precision. 2 more rolls. We're going to hold the last one. So come on up and hold. Let's have teaser if we can. Drop and pull. Legs can be bent or straight, whatever feels right for your back. Just want to feel like we're adding load to the abdominals. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down you go. And then just do what feels good. Stretch, roll, tilt, hug, whatever feels good there. I'm going to do a full body stretch. I'm going to push my heels away and I'm going to open my palms, stretch my fingers and just take some breaths there. Bringing my arms and legs back over, drawing my legs in. Brilliant. Coming onto the side of your body, please. So don't need our hog, we just need our chi ball. So I go with my fake chi ball, square one. Pop it between your ankles, stretch your legs out. Now prop yourself up on your elbow and you're gonna need to just rock back a little bit once the legs are lifted. So I'm going to bring my knees in front of me, tap my ankle and stretch away. So I'm loading my waist. So I do need the hip to roll back a little bit, otherwise it's going to hurt my back. I need to target the waist and the abs. Now if you can, hand to ankle, shoulder stretch. Hand to ankle, shoulder stretch. Slow and controlled. So just find your own flow with this. It can be 2 legs. It can be lying down if you're struggling with your shoulders. Just make sure your knees are coming in front. So you got this crunch. Okay, so common mistake is flicking the feet behind you. That's cheating. Knees into the chest. 3, 2, 1, grab your ball and put it under your head and just come down. Drop your top leg over your bottom leg. Let's come out and hold a chest stretch. So holding there, breathing into it. Let's close it up. Take your heel to your bottom. Quad stretch. And release. Change ends. roll over or go down the other end of your mat. You are on your elbow, your ball is between your ankles, and your hips are not really stacked here. You're rocking back a little bit to activate the core here. So when you're ready, drawing the knees in and stretching the shoulder. Breathing out to pull, into extend and hover. Breathing out to pull, into extend, brill. So we are loading the side of the body with the weight of 2 legs and 1 arm. Got 4 to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take hold of it. Put it under your head. Down you go. Top leg over bottom leg. Big rotation. And hold. So hold in here and breathe in slowly. Allowing gravity to open the chest. Stretch the spine and the hip. Close up. And then let's take hold of that top ankle, heel to bottom, lower leg extends. Hold it there. Good. And release. Brill. Come onto your back now. Have your weights nearby because we're going to do tricep next. But let's have a stretch first. So I'm going to put my block under my head. I'm going to bring my knees in and just circle my pelvis around. And then if that feels okay, hold your ankles and press your knees back and just have a little rock from right to left there. Okay, knees come together, feet come down, we pick the weights up for tricep. So pushing both weights up, pinning the shoulder blades into the mat, coming to tabletop with the legs if we can, and then we'll go single tricep, opposite arm to leg, or double tricep, one leg. So think about your arm action. Shoulders are not moving. Movement coming from the elbow, elbow pointing to the ceiling. Think about the legs, one stretching away whilst the other one stays in tabletop. And then think about the spine being flat on the mat, tummy being pulled in, lower back pressing down, also the back of the rib cage down. Breathing in as we lower and out as we press. Let's have 4 more. Everything comes down when you're done, guys. Get rid of your weights. We're going to go arms out, right ankle on left knee, knee back, and we're just going to hip roll to release the hips and the lower back whilst the arms relax. Shoulders stay in contact with the floor. You can turn your head the opposite way if you like. Breathing in to drop and breathing out to lift. And once you have been to the left side for the last time, come back to center and change legs. Open the left hip, press the knee back and roll. Breathing in to drop, breathing out to lift. Once you've been to the right again, come back to center, 2 feet on the floor, and then let's finish with straight leg scissors. So the hog, spiky side, under the pelvis, nothing under the head, buttocks at the top of the hog, sorry, tailbone at the top of the hog, buttocks at the front of the hog. Hands are down, legs coming up. So I just want you to try a couple with one bent leg and make sure the hog feels like it's in the right position and your back feels okay. If you're happy with that, 2 straight legs, and you might be better just dropping and lifting 1 leg at a time, or you might be happy scissoring your legs. Might be okay to give it a pull. So I'm going to do 2 little pulls, 1, 2, or if you prefer, just scissoring 1, 2, bringing in the arms as well. So whatever feels right for you. I quite like to pull on my legs. You get a little extra hamstring stretch there. Good. So if you're not pulling on the leg, just adding a bit more load to the abs. Keep moving. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretch across your hog when you're finished, please. Just take some breaths there. And then bringing the arms back first, drawing the legs in. Take that hug away. And then just give your knees a hug and give your hips a circle. So try it with the knees together and then try pulling your knees apart and circling. Bit of a different stretch there. Both ways. And then let's grab our band for hamstring. So pushing the heel up, pulling the elbows down, lengthening the bottom leg. Good. So find the hamstring stretch first with the heel up, and you're trying just to really isolate that hamstring. So holding there. Can we reach up near the top of the band with the left hand? Keep your bum on the floor and just take the leg across the midline of your body so that it starts to run down this outside fascia here. Now you might need to bend your knee a little bit for that, or it might feel better straight. It's up to you. Then put the band in the right hand and drop out and stretch the inner thigh. So quite a big drop, opening the hip. Got my left hand on my hip, keeping my spine still. I'm not letting it rotate. push away with the heel if you can on that right leg. And then come up through the centre, change hands, soften the knee and take the leg all the way across the body this time. Lift your bum. So we cross the right leg all the way over the left leg, we lift the bum, we rotate the spine. So I've relaxed my knee to get more of a stretch in my bum. From there, coming up, let's have those 4 different positions on the left leg. So 2 hands on the band first for hamstring, right leg lengthens, left heel pushes to the ceiling, and we draw on the leg. We hold it there. Push the tailbone down. Holding near the top of the band with the right hand, keep your bum pressed down, take your leg across the midline of the body. Now if it's very tight, relax the knee, otherwise you can keep it quite straight. Just give it time. And then band goes back into the left hand, we go out to stretch the inner thigh. My right hand coming to my right hip to stabilise my pelvis. I'm going to straighten my left knee on this one and I'm going to push my left heel away. Hold in here. Coming up to centre, changing hands one last time, bending the knee, coming all the way across the midline, lifting my bum, lifting my ribs, and holding there. A couple of breaths. Coming up through centre, slipping the foot out of the band. Brill. Come on over onto all fours. So just round up into a cat stretch and hold it there. Just to really get into that lower back. Maybe rock the weight forward and back, but stay rounded. And then tuck the toes under and push back and hold the downward dog if you can. Straight arms, straight legs. Walk the hands in slowly. Bend the knees and uncurl. Brill. Standing tall, facing me. Oops, let me just tip the screen. Stretching up, inhaling. Exhaling, coming across. Stretch, inhale. Exhale, come across. And then arms come down. Release the shoulders. And the spine. Well, come on in. Thank you very much.